I want to show you guys something I think is quite interesting. I hope you find it useful. So the first thing I want to talk about is despawn spheres. I'm pretty sure people are aware of the very basics of them. I'm not sure people are completely familiar with what you can do to maximize them. And I just wanted to talk about what may seem very obvious things, but I don't see being used very often. So the first thing I want to do is give context for what I'm showcasing. This is just a stair layout, dual guardian farm, and the most important part is what happens in the nether side where the kill chambers are. I just wanted to show you which farm we were using. This is the exact farms I have on an SMP, so this is where I developed the idea for this. Okay. It's going to quickly go through another portal and TP into the nether side. Okay, so the kill chambers are not very complicated here. It's just 4 drop chutes on each side for each farm, aligned to the point where the distribution is equal. Up here, I have a bot where the despawn sphere is perfectly aligned to him. And if you come down to the bottom of the kill chamber, you'll see that the despawn sphere is aligned perfectly to these blocks at the bottom. You do not need to use soul sand for this mechanic. It works with full blocks. I'm not sure to which extent you can manipulate using hitboxes, but I believe it makes little to no difference from the very limited testing that I did. Feel free to go in and explore this further. So the first thing I want to do is show the farm running and give you a showcase of what the baseline lag of this farm is. Notice I am relatively close to the mob farm. This is important, and you'll see why in a second or two. I'm just going to AFK here for a little bit and get somewhat of a semblance of a baseline. Obviously, if you were doing real testing, you test for multiple hours or multiple months or even years, depending on what contraption you're testing. But for the sake of this demonstration, this is more than adequate to show you. Okay, I'm just going to quickly reset the counter so you can see what the rates are. Roughly 2 million. It will fluctuate around about that mark. It is quite important for the showcase to show you that the rates are not changing. Alright, so between 31 and 32 MSPT on average, and around about 2 million drops per hour. Okay, at 30 MS. So now I'm going to quickly go into Spectator, whereby the magic happens. And as you can see, the MSPT is starting to fall, and the rates of the farm are not. So in case you think that this is somehow for test, I'm going to do a quick counter reset to show you that the rates have in fact not changed. I can assure you that this works. I've tested this for multiple hours, so whatever variance you're seeing is just to the nature of mob spawning, and how it's not always consistent each tick. Even with a farm with around about 40,000 spaces. And all this trick is doing is the mobs are dying before they are despawning, and they are essentially shaving off probably between 19 and 20 game ticks. I'm not entirely sure. If you do some more thorough investigation with the mechanic, I'm pretty sure you'll find more exact numbers and more exact math. But for the showcase, I think the concept more than enough holds for itself. Very powerful. If I go back into creative, you can see it's not a fluke. You can even see the corpses. You can see the animation as they play out for the 20 game ticks. And you can see the MSPT immediately jumps back to close to 30. Alright, so the other thing that I wanted to speak about is the potential to use this in single dimension mob farms. I don't think that this is a concept that is completely new. I'm pretty sure other people have had this before me, whereby you create a certain shape of the farm. So lower down, you have your platform higher up, and you manipulate the AFK position of the player in the farm such that they despawn and die in the same tick. It would require quite a complex layout. I'm not entirely sure if you could get enough spawn spaces in a layout such as that, or if the height map would be so bad that it would be even worth it. But it is school for thought, and it could be potentially a step in the right direction with improving single dimension mob farms. I'm not sure how this would apply to something like 12. This is purely a 16 test. but I'm pretty sure the mechanic is quite different in 12, as are most things. I think that's it for the shape of the fort. With regards to the Dynex cell thing, you could probably do like some kind of bowl shape, like 2 bowls on top of each other, where your killing chambers are below in a bowl shape, and the mob spawning platforms are above in a bowl shape as well. That's the only thing I could come up with. I'm sure someone who's actually good at mob farms will come up with something a lot better. That's pretty much it that I wanted to show. I thought it was quite interesting. Let me know if there's any questions or anything that you think I did wrong in my testing methodology, or any cool ideas of applications that you have for this concept.